Okay, we might have audio and video now. Maybe. Let me know. She says I'm going live now. Marcy, if you're here, hey. Michael 58, see you're in here. Gil, if you're in here. Hey guys, waiting for see if we have anybody else show up in here, and then we'll just get started. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, and then we'll get going on this. I'm waiting on that. I'm going to pull up. Is everybody having a good day? How's the weather? Idaho has been socking it to us this evening. Put that down so the fan doesn't make you guys seasick. But the weather has been crazy today. It was kind of nuts this morning, and then midday it was kind of normal. Henry and I were supposed to go do some leaf raking for a guy, but the leaves were too wet. And then right around like 1 o'clock, the weather just went crazy. And we had thunder, lightning, we had hail, grapple, all that fun stuff today. So thank goodness the power didn't go out. And I keep checking outside. I'm like, oh my gosh, make sure the power doesn't go out. That would not be fun. 65 in Oklahoma. Oh my gosh. How cool is that? We got to 57 today for about an hour. And then when the big storm hit right around 4, 5 o'clock, right in there, I mean, it went from 54 degrees, 57 degrees, and it's just like into the 40s really hard. It just dropped. Gil, are you here in Idaho or are you in California right now? Oh, it got ugly there too. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering how it was gonna go over there. I'm trying to pull up. So who all is looking forward to Thanksgiving? Okay, who's got plans? Like, what are y'all doing? Staying home or gonna see family? Gonna attempt to see family? What is everybody doing? You know, for Thanksgiving, we're gonna stay home. We're just gonna hang out at home. Been invited to another deal on Saturday, but there is the whole rule of like 2 families and 10 people, something like that. So yes, Versi staying home. Hello, I'm so glad you're here. All right, who's got some recipes to share? And then do you prefer to go from scratch? Do you go boxed recipes? Are you kind of seeing 50-50? Yeah, Marcy's seeing some family staying safe, right? It's like, okay, who hasn't been out and about too much maybe? Oh, shoot, Gil, your wife is going to be in Cali. Oh, my gosh. Oh, now you'll have the family, though, your grandbabies and everything here in Idaho, correct? So favorite recipes. So from scratch, we always do our turkey or our ham from scratch. And I got to show you guys something we do. So one of the complaints people always have is, you know, that their turkey or their ham is dry or like cooked really nasty. These guys, these bags, the oven bags, are a lifesaver. Whether it's a turkey, a ham, a duck, a chicken, whatever, a goose, these oven bags are worth everyone. So, Michael, what's everybody's favorite dishes? What are your favorite dishes that you guys are doing? It's kind of so like last year we actually swapped out some of our family's favorite dishes. I mean, the traditional, like say the green bean casserole. I'm the only one in my house that likes it. Everybody else is like, no, thank you for the green bean casserole. So, to not make anybody have to suffer with my green bean casserole, we actually did. So I take Brussels sprouts and I have them, and I cook them in butter until they're like brown. and the flavor is phenomenal. Anyway, so last year instead of green beans, we did Brussels sprouts, and it was a huge hit. So I think we'll do it again this year. Right? See, Marcy, I love the green bean casserole. My husband and the boys, forget it. Like, nope, they don't want any part of it. You have, ooh, pumpkin from scratch. See, Versi is like so sweet. So y'all, she works locally and was able to snag a bunch of pumpkins. Now they're like the carving pumpkins, but there's nothing that says you can't take a carving pumpkin and work it down to be pumpkin pie, bake it down. And Versi has been insanely busy just cooking down pumpkin like crazy. And I've got a few outside still to get done, but there's just nothing like pumpkin, right? Pumpkin pie from Costco. Okay. See, there's some people I know that really just absolutely love the pumpkin pie from Costco. And I have to say, I've tried it. The flavor is really good. So Michael, like, what's a traditional dish though? Okay, here we go. Chicken enchiladas, lasagna. Dude, my kids and my husband would be at your house. Green bean casserole, various pies, the chicken enchiladas. So when I was growing up as a kid, it was either Christmas or Thanksgiving. I was too little to know and like remember what it was, but it was either Thanksgiving or Christmas. I know it was cold. And my mom's mom would always do enchiladas. And so that's one of those things I was like, why are we doing enchiladas for Christmas or Thanksgiving? But it was so good. I never complained. Yeah. Yeah. Versi's got 3 done and 4 on the porch still. Oh my gosh. So you and I are right there together. Like I've got a few out there. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I've got to get the pumpkins all cooked down. Now, what about stuffing? I know there's some folks that do stuffing from scratch, and then there's the boxed people. And I'm gonna admit it. I'm a boxed stuffing person. I have yet to get stuffing taste good from scratch, and I do not know why. No clue why. But like we have a local Winco, and they have an herbed cornbread stuffing mix, and then they have a cornbread one. If you mix those together, and then here's a tip: mix your cornbread. However you want to do it, but add some drippings from your turkey or your ham, or if you can't do that, like some broth from a chicken or beef. Anyway, you do that, put it in there, and extra butter. You guys, the key, I'm telling you, it's extra butter. And the flavor is phenomenal, right? Like, do I have any good dairy-free pumpkin pie recipes? You know what, Marcy, I will dig some up for you. I will. And actually on the Facebook page, Homesteading in Idaho, I am going to get a link going so that we can have, if anybody wants to post on there, if you guys don't want to post in the comments for whatever reason, if you want to post on the page there, we'll get it going so you guys can just go down the list. But dairy-free, I'm going to write that down. Let's see. John has been in my office. He was after paper. Ugh. That's all right. I have a whiteboard for a reason. There we go. When you can't find the paper because the kid took the paper, write on your whiteboard. Dairy-free pumpkin. You know what? I'm sure there's got to be some really good recipes. So, boom. It's on my whiteboard. A Dutch oven apple cobbler. Oh, Gil. Holy moly, that sounds good. See, so instead of the traditional apple pie I've been making for the last couple years, and Henry, my oldest, absolutely goes bonkers for this. It's a French apple cake, and I'm going to post the recipe for that. It's phenomenal. So, and like Versi, Logan told me his favorite thing in the world is apple pie. And so he doesn't know it. Hopefully he's not listening. But for Christmas, the kid's getting an apple pie. But I'm going to make the French apple cake because I want Logan to try it. I want to see what he thinks of French apple cake. It's really good. Apple cobbler, though. Oh, man. You got me thinking. Broccoli and cheese. Okay, see there. That's something my husband and the boys would definitely be like, yep, sign me up. Broccoli, I can eat it fresh. I can eat it steamed or cooked also. But for whatever reason, it gives me a migraine. Massive migraine if it's cooked or steamed, and so does cauliflower. It's really weird. It's crazy weird. let's see, in your stuffing. If you take your stuffing mix and besides tossing in like the broth or the drippings and extra butter, you can take a boxed stuffing and really dress it up. If you take like a small onion or a quarter of an onion, whatever, dice it up real good, toss it in your stuffing. Celery is so good. So I put celery on pizza, you guys. So that's how much I love celery. Ooh, peach crunch. Oh man, Marcy, I like that. But so in your stuffing, if you take some celery, chop it up really good and toss it in there, it's so ridiculously good. In that dressing, it just dresses it up. Now, I have not been the person that puts it in the turkey. I remember my grandma putting it in the turkey. I have not done that. I think I'm afraid to. I don't know. So it always gets cooked separate, totally separate. Who does potatoes? I know, like John, my youngest. Well, no. All three of them. Forget it. Husband and the two boys. They are, like my husband says, he goes, I'm a meat and taters guy. And so there's just no getting around potatoes at Thanksgiving and Christmas. You just have to have potatoes. So one of the ways that I dress up the potatoes, and we use them, we use real potatoes, not instant, but real ones. And then I add extra butter. And then some of the other things that we've done over the years to dress it up, sometimes I'll put in heavy cream instead of the milk and extra butter. Or I'll toss in the heavy cream, the butter, and like sour cream, or even plain yogurt will dress up the flavor. And then, of course, you can always add garlic, which I add like too much, I'm sure. But, ooh, homemade cranberry sauce with nuts for Michael. Hey, yeah. Okay, Michael, if you have the recipe for that, can you share it? Like, for real? I've had it, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, man. That scalloped potatoes. Okay, see, I was thinking about trying scalloped potatoes this year with our family, see if I could sneak it into the kitchen on Thanksgiving for the boys and my husband. We'll see if they complain. John, my youngest, would eat potatoes day and night. No questions asked. Just give the kid potatoes. Potatoes and chicken. That's like, he could live off of it. I don't know. But yeah. Several dairy-free pumpkin pie recipes. Oh, Gil, if you want to share any of them, Gil, please feel free. I've got you on here. You should be able to share. Absolutely. Feel free. Share away. So then y'all do the green beans. Some of you guys, we do the green bean casserole, which for me, I just do a small one. I like the Frenched green beans, but the regular ones are fine too. I've done it in a can. I've done some that were frozen, and we've done fresh. I'm not fond of fresh green beans for some reason in that recipe. I like what? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, and then on top of it, you put those dried onions on top of it with the cream of mushroom. So that's how we like our green bean casserole. So you guys, big debate. This is the drama between my husband and I every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, and occasionally for New Year's. Our big drama. I want a turkey. He wants a ham. And it's the worst debate ever all the time. Like, yeah, it gets like, yeah, I'll take give me the biggest turkey you've got. And I'm going to figure out ways to use the meat up and all of this different stuff. I'm going to cook down the carcass for bone broth, which you can do with ham also. I just am not a fan of pork broth. I'm not. I'm going to admit to it right there. I will drink it. I will use it. Not a fan. But turkey all day long, and I can make a million recipes with turkey. So our drama right now is still turkey versus ham. But so far we've agreed that instead of a spiral ham that's full of all the sugar and stuff, so far our agreement right now is that we'll just get a regular ham. I can do that. I mean, Versi, we were talking, right? You can take a turkey and leftovers in a million different recipes. Like we were talking, Versi was like, we can turn it into Asian, we can do Mexican, we can do American, all these different things with turkey. And ham, it's like, I don't know. Ham is just ham. I mean, we can use it for breakfast. You can use it for lunch. You can use it for more dinner, but I don't know. Oh. Most just don't taste good. Marcy, I'm not sure also. Yeah, when it comes to the dairy-free pumpkin pie, I'm going to try a recipe or two. Just because now I'm curious. I really am curious to see what it's going to taste good or not. Yeah. Okay, so it's made with gelatin. Oh man, Michael, if you ever get that recipe, let me know. Gil, you've got some really good recipes you posted there. Oh wow. Oh, Logan, he requested apple cake? No way. I will find that recipe and I will get it posted for you, Versi. It's Henry loves it. I make it in a big sheet pan. So I think that it's the rectangle, like a large casserole pan. I don't know, big pan. And then I just cut it into squares. And it does not need frosting. It doesn't need icing. It doesn't need any of that. Henry literally just loves it as is. It's even though it says cake, you don't need all the extra frou-frou stuff. So I will remember that for Logan. Barbecue smoked meats. Okay, see, that's another thing. We have a grill. And I was like, can't we go grill something, smoke it? No, you guys, I would eat smoked meat every day, all day. I'm bad. I'm so bad. Okay, barbecued brisket. Oh man. See, right there. Like, yeah, I'm kind of debating if I can convince my husband that we don't need a turkey or a ham. Maybe we could just go like beef all day long. Hi, Tina. Striving for the simple life. Tina is like amazing. You guys. Okay, so I met Tina earlier this year on YouTube. It was like January-ish, maybe sooner. I don't know. So we've known each other about a year. I commented on one of her videos. And then we just kept commenting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She's the sweetest lady you'll ever meet. And then you guys, I got to actually meet her in February. And I was like all googly-eyed. She was probably like, what on the world? I don't know. But like we hit it off. She was phenomenal. I love Tina. She's phenomenal. You guys have got to go check out her channel. She's taking a break right now. But her videos, I can always go to Tina's channel and find something I can do or just watch. And she always puts a smile on my face. Doesn't matter how bad a day I might be having. I can go to Striving for the Simple Life and I'm going to have a smile on my face. So you guys have to pop over there and see Tina. Cheesecakes. Okay. My husband, Michael, my husband, Patrick, like, oh my gosh, cheesecake king. Do you guys have a favorite one? I have a recipe. I got to find it. I'm going to share it with you guys. I'll be posting it, but it's a pumpkin cheesecake. Oh my gosh, to die for. And it was like a keto event, so it's not high in sugar and all of that. And so, okay, and I'm kind of bad. Like when it comes to keto recipes, I'm not big on those fake sweeteners, the highly processed sweeteners. I'm not big on those. They make me nervous because of how many of them have been linked to other health issues in humans and in lab rats and test animals. So when it comes to keto-y stuff, I kind of, to a point. So anyway, on mine, I use either raw organic honey or I'll use the raw organic maple syrup in place of what would have been sugar or the fake sweetener. But I also don't use that much. And then as time has gone by, we've gotten used to not having sugar. So we barely use any. So it's really nice. Try it okay. Yes. Cheesecake, definitely. Pumpkin cheesecake. And now, you know what? Now you got me thinking, Michael, I want to try an apple cheesecake. Logan would be like thrilled apple cheesecake, right? We got to see if brisket. See, I agree. Brisket. Forget the ham or the turkey. Let's go brisket. Hidden Hollow is amazing. She posted the most hilarious photo of her dog, you guys. He got into some paint and the dog was blue. And he forgive me if I'm wrong, but he appears to me to be like the Great Pyrenees variety of livestock guardian dog. But I understand there's many different breeds that are kind of similar. This dog was blue as blue could be. And at first, honestly, when I saw your picture, I thought, because she has sheep. And my instant thought was that the dog had gotten into the marker used by the breeders to mark their sheep when the rams are breeding. And I was like, this is interesting. But it turns out he got into some paint. And it killed me. So she's on Instagram, you guys, Hidden Hollow. She's on Instagram. And she's another one. Just always makes me smile, the stuff she's posting. Right? Pumpkin cheesecake is so, so good. So that's the great debate at our house, though, turkey or ham. But now you guys have got me thinking. I got to go shopping this weekend anyways. Brisket, I think, is... Ooh, coffee chocolate cheesecake. Oh, shoot. Tina, do you have that recipe? You got to share that. So when you guys are waiting for your guests, or maybe like even when we're just home alone here and we cook a holiday dinner, I feel like when it's a holiday, you kind of put snacky things out. And I wish I had the flyer. I left it in the dining room. But so like Albertsons, it has like this 25% off their cheese and cracker trays for the holidays. And then you buy 6 bottles of wine, which it makes me think we're in the perfect time right now. Every time you go to the store and it's like, buy 6 boxes of wine. I'm like, boxes? And then this ad says, buy 6 bottles of wine and get so much off of your order. And I'm like, is that really the time we're living in? But anyway, so like, and then you go look at their cheese trays and their cracker trays, just because I'm always curious. I'm like, how much is this thing? And I about choke when I see the prices on these things, you guys. So we cheat. Guys, it's simple. You don't have to go spend an arm and a leg on a cheese tray and a cracker tray. These things, and then I didn't bring it in here because I didn't want it out of the fridge. But get a block of cheese. And you can get different varieties of cheese. You can get the smaller blocks, like the medium-ish size. Chop those things up into rectangles or squares, whatever you want. And you can slap together a cheese tray, but not just one. You can literally have one cheese tray sitting that you can reload because you've got options and you've got your cheese options without spending a fortune on a cheese tray that somebody's pre-made. And then who knows how long it's been sitting in a store somewhere. So, Michael, everybody picks one favorite dish or dessert. So when at your house, do they bring it or do you guys make it? Ooh, tri-tip. Oh, man. Versi, I'm coming to your house. Well, we can kick. Okay, Versi, we'll trade houses. We'll kick the guys and the kids all to one house for their turkey or their ham. I'm coming to wherever you're at. Or you can come here. Butterscotch. Oh, man. Butterscotch oatmeal cookies with coconut. Okay, see, that's something my husband would go bat crazy for. Like, all the way. Yeah, and okay, and Tina, she just did a video. Tina, if you want to put if it'll let you put your link, feel free to link that video. She just did a beautiful video on fruit and veggie trays. But yeah, anyway, when you go to the store, instead of going and paying for this fruit and veggie tray that's going to cost a small fortune, go get the stuff and make your own. And then, so I'm a collector of china and glass and crystal. Like, it's just, I'm old school, y'all. I was raised by my grandma pretty much. And sorry, it's kind of loud. I love these trays. And you guys, I don't drop and break them. They're loud. You can find these at thrift stores for $1 or $2. They're just a couple bucks for these guys, and they're gorgeous. They store really easily. They're honestly, they're flat. They're going to store really easy. And then I put, like on this guy here, it's got the channels for different things. I can put the dip in the middle in a container. But you can dress up your holiday for just a few bucks. Just run to your local thrift store. They have so many of these. Henry and I stopped by a thrift store today because I've got some giveaway items we went and picked up. And it's like thrift stores are always overloaded in these things. So you want to dress up your holiday table, do this. And even though it's just going to be my kids and my husband and I this Thanksgiving here at home, I'm still going to get these out. Like this one, I will put pickles on it, olives, things like that. This one is probably going to be for like deviled eggs. I don't know if we'll do a lot of crackers, but I'll have the crackers out and we will have cheese. So that is an easy option for you guys without having to go break the bank. Because I remember when I was growing up and seeing my great grandma's table or my grandma's table set with these gorgeous glass and just these gorgeous plates and dishes. And I was like, holy moly, this stuff's going to cost a fortune. You guys just go to the thrift store, $1 or $2, you're good. reading real quick, reading the comments. Tri-tip and Kinder's marinade is, ooh, Kinder's marinade. I'm going to have to check that out. So, okay, so see, Versi, that's good information to know. Walmart trays are a 30% markup. And yeah, she would know because she's the one, she's handling and making and like, Little Smokies and grape. Oh, okay. So we see the boys and my husband are huge fans of the Little Smokies, and I just made a bunch of grape jelly. We'll have to try that. Deviled eggs. Okay, deviled eggs. I'm so glad you brought that up, Michael. That's another appetizer we toss out. And to dress up your deviled eggs. So this was a jar of pickles, and then the guys finished it. And it fits a dozen eggs in here. And then, so I just did this batch. This is off limits. They're not allowed to touch this jar. And usually it's in the fridge. It does not hang out in my office. Promise, it's in the fridge. This will hang out for a week. And then when we eat pickled beets, I save the juice. I'll drain the juice into a jar like this, and I'll put eggs into it. And so for a week or two before a holiday, like Thanksgiving or Christmas, you let them sit in there. You're going to let them marinate them and get that juice flavor. But then when you go to cut that egg in half, like these guys take on a yellowish look because of the pickled brine. When you do the pickled beets, these guys turn pink. They're really gorgeous, like a pink purple color. And so they're kind of fun. You can freak people out. It's kind of cool. But then that's just what we do. And then, of course, you scoop out the middle. My grandpa, my mom's dad, was a huge person on when he made his deviled eggs. You have to use horseradish sauce and paprika. They will clear your nose. Danny's being crazy. Oh no, Marcy, you're good. She's got a, I don't know. I mean, is Daniel, he's toddler-ish. I don't want Marcy to be like, really? But I would say Daniel's like at that age where he's not quite a toddler anymore. He's older than a toddler, I think. But he's still little. And he's like running around. He's into everything. So totally got you there, Marcy. Like I have right now, John is out here running around crazy with his friend from across the road. And I'm like, y'all keep it down. So homemade horseradish sauce is the best, Michael. Like that stuff is phenomenal. Oh, see, so Haley, she and I, that right there, pickled eggs and pickled beets. Yes. Let's see. Albertsons in Idaho is now carrying the Kinder's line. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go check it out later. I was at Albertsons today, but it was literally a run in, grab the flyer, check what they had, and run back out. Homemade horseradish, though. Yeah, we do that. We make the homemade horseradish. Okay, yeah. So Daniel's 4. I was like, he was either just turned 4 or he's still 3, but no, October. And so, yeah, Daniel's at that age where he's running around being a crazy kid. But they're allowed to, right? Got to have that. So we kind of already touched on the desserts. Oh, okay. So pumpkin pie versus pecan pie. Like that one, it's not a big debate between my husband and I, but it's kind of like a family debate. It's kind of interesting. Some of the family members are like, pumpkin, pecan. And there's no in between. Thank you, Gil. Yes, if you guys want to hit that like button, it would be phenomenal. It'd be awesome. So in this book here, and I know you can still get this book, Betty Crocker's book. I know you can still get it. I marked the page 133. You guys, there's a recipe in here for a pecan pie that is out of this world. So you take the regular pecan pie recipe that they have in here, but down at the bottom is a Kentucky pecan pie. It's so good. You end up using 2 tablespoons of bourbon or a little more. And then that one's ridiculously good. That one. And then there was the one I did last year, and I could not find the recipe to save my life tonight, but I'll find it and get it posted. It's a chocolate pecan pie. And that one was really good. And then I actually did that one with a bourbon also. And just because, and yeah, it was off the charts, out of the world, amazing. Didn't even know you could do chocolate with pecans, but How do you get to the like button? Okay, so on the page where where you're viewing the video, it's going to be looking at the page down on the right side. It's going to be there. It's Gil's wife makes pumpkin and pecan. See, we do too. Chocolate cheesecakes. Yep. See, that's what my husband makes, a lot of the cheesecakes. Then we've experimented with certain berry cheesecakes. Those are really, really good. Yeah. But yeah, so I actually started cooking our pies when I was in high school when I started doing the baking of a lot of the pies. I was like 9th grade, kind of took over the whole role of it. And then here's a dirty secret, y'all. I cannot, no joke, I cannot roll a pie crust to save my life. Okay, Marcy, you said it's not showing up. Let me see. I don't want to click on it and make everything loud. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. There, turn my sound off. Okay, you should be able to see. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me see if I can share this. All right, so let me show. Whoops. Hold on. Bear with me. Marcy, if you can see this, if it's showing. Okay, yep. Right here where my mouse is circling. You wouldn't see analytics and edit video. You would actually see a light. See the thumb right here? That is what you want. You want to hit the thumbs up. That's the like button. So back out of this. Cancel. Woohoo! Gil, I am so glad you took the time to walk me through YouTube Live and this program and all of that, because without you, I would just be using standard YouTube and I don't know what I would do. So, Gil, thank you. Gil was like a serious lifesaver. Like a month ago now, I guess. He was like, let's sit down and talk about your channel. And I was like, definitely. And you guys, my pages of notes from talking to Gil, these are all my notes that I took. And then like today, I reached out to Tina and I was like, I need to talk real talk. I have a live tonight and I am nervous. And she was like, you know what? Just do this. So Tina, thank you. So Fanny Farmer Cookbook. Ooh, I'll have to check that out because so I've got this book and I've also, this is the family cookbook. I don't know why. I cannot roll a pie crust to save my life. I end up with smeared pie crust on my rolling board, my rolling pin, me, the floor, countertop, like cupboards. I cannot roll a pie crust to save my life. I start out and it never fails that they're too like soft and sticky. So then you add more flour. And then I've been told, put it in the fridge. So then you try in the fridge. But then even though you cover it, it's like hard and gross. And then you end up adding more. I can't do it. So you guys, I cheat. I'm going to share this with you guys. I totally cheat because I cannot do it. It's called the Pat in the Pan Oil Pastry from Betty Crocker because I refuse to buy it at the store. So anyway, it's the Pat in the Pan Oil Pastry. It's 1 1/3 cups of flour, half teaspoon of salt, which I use the pink Himalayan salt. And this year I'll use the Redmond's real salt. And then 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. I don't use vegetable oil. I either use olive oil or coconut oil. And then it calls for 2 tablespoons of cold water. I always end up using about 6 because 2 is never enough. And maybe that's my problem. But when I do 2 tablespoons of water, I end up with like dry Play-Doh. So yeah, right there. I cannot roll a pie crust to save my life. So Pat in the Pan it is. If you expect to come to my house, my sister makes the most gorgeous pies, you guys. And like they're intricate. There's lattice. There's all this frou-frou stuff. And then there's mine. It's like, it's literally what it calls. It says it's a pat in the pie crust. You tap it in the crust. You mush it into place. Kind of flute the edges. Fill it and bake it. Marcy sent me a screenshot. Let me see. Let's see. YouTube can be weird. YouTube can be a hassle sometimes. YouTube app, I sent a screenshot. Hold on, now I'm curious because I don't have it yet. But nope, see, okay, my messenger's been screwy. Wow, what are you using? Okay. Click, Marcy, right there. There's an X. Click the X and get out of the live chat a moment. The live chat will cover up that like button. So click the X and then it should show you my description, the title of the description, and then it should show up thumbs up, thumbs down, blah, blah, blah. So let me know if that works for you. Then I was going to share with you guys. Let me just drop everything on my desk and log into something. Albertsons, why not? Okay, so then in the family cookbook, here we go. Page 58 in here. So you guys, that's my great-great-grandma. And this is the cook wagon that they used when they were moving sheep. This is my great-great-grandma. My great-grandma is, of course, her daughter, she's 99 years old this year. She's almost 100. She will be 100 in April of this coming year. This is her mama, and my great-grandma trailed sheep and cattle across the deserts here in Idaho. And I am only 2 generations after that. And I'm like, I missed the good stuff. But I tell you, pumpkin pie. So this one is passed down from my great-great-grandma. And it was my great-grandma's sister that put this cookbook together. And anyway, I'm going to read it to you guys. Because I don't know if it'll show up on camera. Because my camera, it looks like it's being weird. You're going to prepare your pumpkin. So like Versi and I have been doing, you're going to peel the pumpkin and you're going to cut it in chunks, put it in a kettle now this is different. I bake it, but they put it in a kettle with just enough water to keep it from sticking. And they would steam the pumpkin until tender. So which I could totally do. I have a steamer. So, I could totally be doing that. And then you drain out the water in this method and you're going to mash your pumpkin. And then if you don't have pumpkin, have you guys used squash or sweet potatoes or even mashed carrots? There were hard years where they couldn't get their pumpkins to grow because of early or late frosts. They would hit the valley where they live, but carrots would grow. And so they would do carrots like a lot. And they've got some phenomenal recipes. But anyway, you take your pumpkin, they would take an entire pumpkin like I do, like Versi does. And you cook down the whole pumpkin. Like Versi just did a pumpkin, you guys, and ended up with 9 cups of prepared pumpkin. So from that, you take 1.5 cups of your pumpkin that's been mashed. It's not cubes, mashed. You're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You can use whatever salt you like. I stay away from the iodized salt. I prefer pink Himalayan or Redmond's real salt. They added 2 tablespoons of molasses. That's another reason why our pies now do not taste like the pies our great-grandmas and grandmas used to make, because most do not call for molasses anymore. And then 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice. If you don't have that, you can do a mixture of allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves. There's varieties you can do. And then 1 cup of packed brown sugar. That's another thing that they would do that we don't do. Oftentimes our recipes call for white sugar or a 50/50 mix. They went with brown sugar. Gil, okay, I see. Yes. So Gil, I'm still learning. Like this is my very first time using this app, you guys. Oh, Gil, you know what? I forgot my earbud. Am I echoing? I hope I'm not echoing, you guys. If I'm echoing, I am so sorry. And anyway, you take that mix of your pumpkin pie, and you're going to add 3 eggs. You're going to beat them into it. 1 cup of canned evaporated milk. Or you can just use regular milk. There was times they couldn't go to the store and get that canned evaporated milk. Yes, I am not I'm excited. I bought earbuds because I was worried about an echo, but I'm not echoing. Yes. So anyway, there was times they could not get to the store, whether it was money or whatever, but they always had a family milk cow. So you don't have to use canned evaporated milk, which is nothing, or, they don't say that nowadays, but they would just use regular milk. You're going to mix all that together, pour it into a 9-inch unbaked pie shell, 375 degrees for 40 to 50 minutes, or until a knife inserted in the center comes out clean. And then they would top with whipped cream. And the easiest way, so you don't have to go to the store and go buy that nasty whipped cream that's full of a bunch of extra stuff you don't want. Just get some heavy whipping cream, whip it, and toss in like some raw honey or some raw maple syrup. Oh my heck, it's phenomenal. And just like a little bit of vanilla, it's out of this world. Like that's one of John, my youngest, that's one of his favorite treats in the evening. If he's wanting something kind of sugary or sweet, I will take a little bit of heavy whipping cream, a little bit of vanilla, like a teaspoon at most of the honey or the raw organic maple syrup, and then blend it until it's literally becomes whipped cream. If you blend it too far, you're going to have sweet butter. And that he loves that. It's so, so good. So there you go, whipped cream, which was kind of ironic. I didn't even look. Right below it was the recipe for whipped cream. And then somebody said carrot and raisin salad. Oh, Michael. Yes, carrot and raisin salad. And then there's actually, we're talking about carrots. I'll share it another day. But there's a recipe in there that is just to die for our family. That's another one. So, oh my gosh, I got 15 minutes left and I am like ripping through this. Let's see. I don't know. What am I missing? What do we need for Thanksgiving that I'm missing? Oh, how about dealing with food? So, how do you do your head count? Like, when we actually host Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, the rule is that I learned from the family cookbook was you always do, like for potatoes, it's 1 potato per person. Plus you always toss in an extra. Let's see, what other tips and tricks are there? There's a few. And actually, you guys, so Henry and I, oh, wait, hold that thought. Before I forget, another tip, banana pudding, yes. So another thing I did, and I didn't have time to grab my coffee cup because I made another one. I'm so bad, you guys. But if you want to dress up your coffee for the holiday day, a lot of times people don't notice the difference anyways, but I do. But some of the things that I'll do is like, if you can see this, my camera does not look like it's focusing very well. And I don't know why. I'll mess with it later. Carrot and raisin salad that your mom used to make in the 70s. See, that just looks good. Like, we would do a carrot raisin salad, and then it's got broccoli in it and raspberry vinaigrette, and I don't remember what else, but it's really, really good. My sister introduced that to us. It has sunflower seeds in it, maybe almonds. Oh, bacon bits. I remember it has bacon bits. But so when I make my coffee, because I always make a big pot of coffee and usually end up doing 2 or 3 for when family comes over for Thanksgiving or Christmas, you can dress it up. And one of the things, this is just a quick box that I grabbed. It's the vanilla chai tea. And you just take it, you would open it up. I'm not going to open it up, but you would open it up. And then the tea bag, you can either pop the entire tea bag open and put it in with your coffee grounds. And you just do the same amount of coffee you would do anyway. Or I hold where the string in the bag attaches and closes, and I just pull it so that the string is off. And then I shake the tea bag so it's flat and level, and then I stick it in my coffee ground. But so like today I did the vanilla chai tea. There's a caramel one that's really good. Actually, believe it or not, raspberry tea, blueberry. Those ones are really, really stinking good in coffee. They're phenomenally amazing. Let's see. Oh, sometimes I'll sprinkle cinnamon in my coffee grounds, and it dresses it up. It kind of gives that holiday special to your coffee for the day. Another tip so when you start your evening off, or your day, however long your day is, we start with the caffeinated coffee, and then we actually switch. I partway through, I'll start adding some decaf. And by the end of the day, it's all decaf. And it works really well. and it keeps people from getting a little bit too hyper, too crazy. So there's a way to dress up your coffee for the holidays. It's really easy. It's cheap. And usually most of the time you have a lot of that on hand, or like dollar store, or, go to the store. And like, I love tea anyway, chai tea. So stuffing, but there's no bread. Okay, Tina, mashed potatoes, ground beef, ground pork, walnuts. Whoa. Okay. Mashed potatoes, ground beef, ground pork, walnuts, and spices. Dude, that sounds really good. Jell-O with sliced bananas for the preteens. So another thing we would do is Jell-O. Let's see. It was raisins. No, not raisins. Goodness grief. Pretzels. So on the bottom, my grandma would do this. She would layer pretzels on the bottom, and then she'd put the Jell-O mix on top, and she would let that set. And I know it sounds disgusting, but it's so, so good. The pretzels have this flavor that's just phenomenal. Anyway, and then at the end, she would put Cool Whip on top. I imagine it was Cool Whip. And that was so good. And then I think she put fruit in there too. Ambrosia salad. Yes. See, pistachio pudding, ambrosia salad. You have to. And it's kind of funny. These cookbooks I got today, I'm going to give them away today at the end of this live. But whoever had this, that says ambrosia fruit salad right there. And this, I'm going to send you with, when I give these away here in a little bit, like the little notes that are in here that these people left in these cookbooks. I'm leaving it in there for you guys. I think they're special. They go with the book. Your mother-in-law covers her turkey with thick bacon. See, okay, I would try that. I love bacon though, so. Okay, see, Hidden Hollow, I agree. That no bread stuffing sounds phenomenal. Because, like, I'm not doing a lot of... Bread makes my tongue break out. I have what's called geographical tongue. I know it sounds weird. But whenever you hear the word geographic, it kind of makes me think of a map. And you can see the lines of countries and states. And if I eat something that I shouldn't have, that for whatever reason, and bread, gluten is a huge thing, it, like, makes these lines on my tongue. And it just... I hate it. So anyway, I avoid, and so like the guys all make their stuffing, and I'm like, oh, that smells good, but I really can't have it. So I'm going to have to try that because I can have mashed potatoes, ground beef, ground pork, walnuts, and spices. And I can have, let's see, walnuts. Walnuts, I wonder, I'll have to try, it's either walnuts or pecans. One of the two has now made my tongue be weird. I'm going to have to try that, Tina. I'm so glad you shared that. That looks so good. I'm going to have to try. I'm going to convince my husband I need a whole package of bacon to cover a turkey or a ham. Ham, dude, ham with bacon on it. We'll just lattice the bacon over the ham, right? But, so Henry and I, we went shopping today because we could. I don't know. And we got these 2 books. And honestly, I would keep these because, and like this one, well, they're both, I love them both. But this one is by Betty Crocker, you guys, and it says it's a party book. And like there's an entire section, like we're talking about being ready for the New Year or the Thanksgiving. There's an entire section in here. I'm trying to be careful. I don't know how old this book is. It's old. It's so like there's New Year's, Lincoln's birthday. You guys, they did parties for Lincoln's birthday. There's Washington's birthday, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Thanksgiving. There we go. 108. So let's flip back here to 108. Dude, there's Father's Day. Like, I love books like this. I just absolutely, and these pages are so thin. They're so thin. But there's a whole section, you guys, on Thanksgiving. It's just, it talks about your dinner, your place settings. It walks you through everything you guys need to do. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just a weirdo because I love these old things, but one of you guys is going to be lucky enough to get this book, and I am so jealous. Bacon wrapped cheese stuffed meatloaf. Oh man, right? See, Tina, like this book, I'm in love with this book. Copyright 1960, so it's an old book. It's got like there's some handwritten notes in here, and then this one, isn't that beautiful? And it's got different recipes in it. There's the back of it has where'd it go? There's a section with cooking. There's terms and tips and all these like okay, dude, Pineapple pie. I've never even heard of that. And there's a pineapple pie. This is why we liked this when we saw it at the store. Henry was with me. And we were like, what? Dude, they got the recipe for okay, I can, hold on. Give me a second. I can always see it before I say it. Baklava. They have the recipe. You guys, y'all like getting this book now. It's mine. Oh, what? See, okay, like, I love things like, and then this one's got some, this one says it was Christmas 2006 for somebody. Like, anyway, we're going to do a giveaway for those 2 books because why not, right? Oh, dude, cinnamon stick in with the coffee grounds. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that in the morning. See, so Tina is like me. So, and hold on. Tina, I keep this. No, wrong book. So Tina, earlier this year, she did a giveaway for a book. That's not it. And so I know it's in my room because this book literally goes with me everywhere. I take it in the car with me. I take it in the truck with me. It's in my room right now by my side of the bed. It wasn't here just the other day because I was in here looking at ideas. Tina, like, she and I have a love for books. And actually, Versi just gave me some awesome books. I'm going back through the comments real quick. The secret ingredient in your green bean casserole is Worcestershire sauce. Marcy, I love it. I'm going to try that. Bacon wrapped cheese stuff for me. Okay, wait. I saw that. Whoop. New comments. Jalapeno poppers. Okay, Michael, have you ever done them on the grill and smoked them? Oh my heck. That's a whole new ball game right there. Pecan nut rolls. Haven't done that yet, but I'm thinking yes. Homemade ice cream. Yes. And that's something I learned from my great grandma. She always did black walnut and vanilla. And that was because where they lived in the Bruno Valley, black walnut trees were just kind of everywhere, just like mulberry trees. They're a weed in certain areas of Idaho. They're like a weed. Now, if you go north of me, you never even, when I lived, seriously, you guys, when I lived in Ada County or Gem County, I had no idea you could grow walnuts in Idaho. No clue. You come to Canyon County and Owyhee County, they're like a weed. They grow everywhere. Pepperoni rolls. All right, what is a pepperoni roll? I don't know what that is. That one so let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna figure out how to do the raffle thingy majigger here. Hold on. Let's see. Copy. I have to put this into the URL, y'all, or the thing. I've never even done a giveaway yet, you guys. But everybody let's see if I can do this. Oh no, my video has comments disabled. Why? No. Hold on. I can see the comments. I know they're not disabled. Okay. This calls for, give me 1 second. This calls for a child, a hat, and some paper. 1 second. Let me, okay, hold on. Yeah, I know y'all can still hear me. Okay. John, come here. I need a hat. Grab a hat and meet me in here. Okay. Now I need some paper. You guys are amazing. Totally just hanging out and being chill. If I can figure out what the kid did with my paper, that would be great. That'll be fine. We're going to do this way. John, meet everybody. Everybody? John, the youngest.
Hi.
John, you've met Tina. She's on there right now. Versi's on there. Marcy's on there. You haven't met Gil yet, but Gil is amazing. Michael is amazing. Michael comments a lot. All right, hold on. We're going to draw a name. I still want to know what a pepperoni roll is. It's like a soft bread roll with pepper. Oh, wait. So is that like a, like think cinnamon roll? I don't know. Tina says hi.
Hi.
And Gil says hi. Okay. Okay, take your hat off. And I'm going to prove to you guys I'm writing down different names. Marcy. Take your hat off. Turn it.
Am I allowed to be in the shop?
Sure. Versi. Marcy says hi. This is my awesome neighbor, Jude. He hangs out with John. We're literally like across the road from each other. Ooh, Gil, thank you for sharing that. Gil. So I got Marcy, Versi. Hold on.
And
I got
that
Gil.
goes in
I got two more that I can think of right now. So I see Michael. And then I remember there was, I'm going to have to play with this next time I do another live and figure out why on earth. And then there was, hold on. What was, where is she? Wait, Tina, I need your name. Goodness gracious. Tina. And then, Hidden Hollow. I know you're in here. Or you were. Hidden Hollow. And I'm looking to see if I'm missing anybody.
You gonna put that in the hat?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the hat. Okay, now hold on. Shake the goodness gracious out of it. John, hold it up high. Jude, can you draw me a name? The first one is for this cookbook. What does it say?
Gil.
Gil, so you're going to shoot me an email, homesteadingidaho@gmail.com.
Cookbook.
Okay, Mr. John, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, this one's for the party book. Mr. Jude. Marcy. Okay. So, Miss Marcy, I'll drop that by your house. So it's kind of like, okay, thank you, boys. You can go back to playing. You were amazing and phenomenal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. And then you can close the door, por favor. Thank you.
Bye.
Gil, thank you for putting that on there. I'm going to have to try that. It's like I said, see, my kids, they love pepperoni. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. I've been on here for an hour roughly. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to pop over here in a little bit to the Homesteading in Idaho page on Facebook. And I'm going to put a thread on there where if anybody wants to share their tips, their tips and tricks, recipes, tell your drama stories. I don't care. I mean, I have got a bookload of drama stories for holidays. Yeah, let's just all support each other. You can comment here on the YouTube channel. You can go to the Facebook page, whatever you guys want to do. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm actually going to do another live within the week for some of those keto carnivore people about Thanksgiving, because why not? And we can share some of the more healthy recipes. But it's the holidays, y'all. So thank you guys so much for coming. I know it went so fast, right? I'm like, it's 8 o'clock. Thank you, Tina, Marcy, Versi, Michael, Gil, Hidden Hollow. I think I got everybody. So thank you guys, and I'll catch you all later.